Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Davis here, the founder of the Rags to Riches community. And what we are going to do today is we're going to talk about Pulsechain. So I'm going to make this a pretty quick overview. I want to give you guys the skinny about what's going on here. And I also want to invite anybody who's watching this video to check out the link in the YouTube description, and you can further this conversation in my chat room, the Rags to Riches chat room. We have 130 people, cool people, a bunch of adults. We don't deal with drama, and we can learn about crypto together and grow together. So let's talk about Pulsechain. Pulsechain 101. What is Pulsechain? The founder of Pulsechain is Richard Hart. Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum. Pulsechain's native token is Pulse, or PLS is probably going to be the ticker. Because Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum, participants in the PLS will receive copies of all ERC coins in Pulse format. This will happen automatically at launch, and nothing needs to be done at launch except to add the token in MetaMask. I just said a whole lot. All right, I'm going to try to break this down. We're just going to try to keep this simple. Let's say you have MetaMask, all right? Go and download MetaMask. Let's say you send your Ethereum to MetaMask. And let's say you not only send Ethereum to MetaMask, but you have Ethereum, and MetaMask.io is where you would download this. It's just a wallet. That's all it is. So you have Ethereum, you have Link, you have Dogecoin, you have ERC20 tokens, you have, AVAX, you have, what else is ERC Matic. So you are holding these in your wallet, in your MetaMask wallet. All right. If you're holding these in your wallet, because Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum, when Pulsechain launches, you will receive a copy of all of those coins that you held in Ethereum form. You will receive a copy in Pulse form. All right. So it's exactly what it says. You will receive a copy. Now I want to make this very clear. Your copy will not be the same price as your original. And that's because price discovery has to happen. It's a brand new network. Pulse is a brand new network. But you will receive a copy. So you will have your, let's say, E-Link. You'll receive a copy. It will be called P-Link, which is Pulse Link. And it will eventually gain value. There's going to be a price discovery period. So it's going to be essentially they're calling this the biggest airdrop in history. So you've got common ERC tokens that if you hold in your MetaMask, Ethereum, BNB, Uni, Theta, Matic, Compound, Aave, etc. Just do a Google search of ERC20 tokens. See if you have some tokens hanging out in some other, on some other exchanges or wallets that you could transfer to MetaMask and get this airdrop. And the only thing that you're going to need to do when this airdrop occurs, it's not going to pop up automatically in your MetaMask. It'll be there, but you got to add the coin in MetaMask and it will automatically populate the amount. It's very simple. And we'll go over that when that happens. So you don't have to do anything except hold it. How is Pulsechain better? 4 times faster block time than Ethereum. It's a delegated proof of stake. There's no inflation. 25% of all fees are burned. 25% of all transactions, or actually 100% of transactions have 25% of each one burned. So the total amount, the total supply will decrease with every transaction by 25% of that fee. And very cheap transaction fees, cheaper than Ethereum. And here's why. It's 100% compatible with Ethereum. It will lower Ethereum fees on the ETH network by sharing a portion of the total load, the transactions. And that's because people will, in theory, migrate to the Pulse network, which will take the load off of the Ethereum network in really high load times. This is going to be the largest airdrop in history, and we discussed why. Okay, now we're going to discuss here in a second how to receive Pulse coins. at no cost whatsoever. So, largest airdrop in history, copy of all your ERC20 tokens that you hold or coins that you hold in your MetaMask wallet. Price discovery will occur on day one. So, those copies will not be the same price of your ERC token, ERC20 coins. There's going to be a price discovery. It's going to start at 0 and it's going to go up. Improved game theory. We've got zero inflation. Zero inflation with this coin. You will know how much from day one. You will know how much, what the total supply is of Pulse. Validators earn fees and 25% of those fees are burnt. We talked about that. This can be staked and delegated to validators. The validators are the transaction processors, the people that look at this and make sure each transaction is legit. ETH can be sent to Pulse via bridge and vice versa. So there's immediately going to be a path in between Pulse and ETH, which is cool. As long as there's a path, then you've got liquidity. Because if you go to an exchange, a DEX, or there's a bridge involved, you can always send Ethereum, regular Ethereum, to the Pulse network. All right. This is specifically designed, and they say this on the website. This enriches its users, its Pulse users. This is a huge opportunity. For a lot of folks, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is your opportunity to get in on something when it's zero, literal zero. All right? And we're going to talk about how to do that. What would you do if you could get in with Ethereum at 0? What would you do? You'd live like a hermit for a long time before you live like a king, for sure. Total supply. Pulse will never mint more coins. Initial supply will be 10,000x the supply of Ethereum, around 1.6 trillion. There's no inflation whatsoever. This is going to be a delegated proof of stake. It's environmentally friendly. There's no miners, and you've got validators. So instead of machines doing a bunch of work and munching up a bunch of electricity, and then, just like Bitcoin, these machines, they mine Bitcoin, huge companies, but then they have to sell Bitcoin and it drops the price. There's not going to be that type of thing. There's not going to be overhead. The way that proof of stake works, people stake, people are rewarded for holding, and they're not rewarded for dumping. All right. So let's talk about how to get Pulse. This is called the sacrifice phase. And I'm hearing this a lot. When people hear the word sacrifice, they freak out. From a broad view, what they're saying is, let's say you have Hex. Hex is an ERC20 token. So let's say you buy Ethereum, you transfer it to Hex. Hex is in your MetaMask wallet. You go to pulse.info. You connect your MetaMask wallet. And then you sacrifice a portion of whatever crypto you have in there to a specific address. Sacrifice. All right? We're using the word sacrifice, and it's for regulatory issues. You're sacrificing your Pulse, or your Hex, rather. You're sacrificing your Link. You're sacrificing your Dogecoin. In exchange for that sacrifice, for every dollar amount, you're going to get 10,000 points. All right? So just follow with me. Bear with me here. So if I sacrifice $10, I'm going to get $10 worth of Hex, or $10 worth of Doge, or $10 worth of anything. I'm going to get 10 times 10,000 points. Or if I sacrifice $1, I'm going to get 10,000 points. All right? 10,000 points are rumored to equal 10,000 Pulse. So you're helping the network. You're not expecting anything in return. This is a sacrifice. And for every dollar amount, regardless of the coin, whatever the dollar amount is that you're sacrificing it, you're going to get 10,000 points. And when the Pulsechain network launches, it's rumored that those 10,000 points will actually turn into 10,000 Pulse that will be airdropped to your wallet. All right. The key here is, this is so big. This is huge. You are receiving Pulse you're receiving it at 0. The value of Pulse is 0 right now. Nobody knows what the value is going to be. We're not saying that it's going to launch at $5. We're not going to say that it's going to launch at $3. The value of Pulse is 0. So you're going to be able to get a whole lot of Pulse at 0. And there's not many people that know about this. Not many people at all. This is pre-viral. So this can be life-changing wealth. You sacrifice $500 worth, sacrifice $1,000, $5,000. Let's see, $500 sacrifice. Well, $500 on the Hex network when it first started turned into something just shy of like $800, $900, $1,000. And Hex was created by Richard Hart as well. You guys really need to check into that. All right. So this ends Tuesday, August 3rd, sacrifice phase. The first 5 days, you've got 3 more days to sacrifice to get a multiplier. All right. So not only will you get the 10,000, you'll get a multiplier on top of that. That last 5 days, that started yesterday. It's gone on today. It's going to go for 3 more days. After that, every single day, the amount of multiplier that you receive decreases by 5%. All right, so get into this. This was a quick and skinny on Pulse. Get your hands on Pulse as soon as you can. Take a look at my Hex video as well. That'll give you a good idea. Join our Telegram group if you have questions. Ask. I've got a lot of folks that have come from the YouTube channels, the YouTube videos. And I can just kind of get more one-on-one with you. We can get to a voice chat. I want to help everybody out. I want everybody to make as much money as possible. I do. And this is the way to do it. Don't trade, just hold. Think long-term. Always think long-term. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching.